Among Disney's more short-lived animated series, and probably its most well-liked one-season wonder, was Dave the Barbarian. Created by Doug Langdale, who was also responsible for The Weekenders, this was quite a clever little series that reveled in fourth wall breaking, anachronisms, and just sheer silliness. For some reason, Disney never took much care of it or gave it much promotion, but many of us who viewed it got plenty of laughs out of its antics. The central concept of the series was, well, Dave the Barbarian, a clear parody of Conan and other famous barbarians, with the main joke being that he's anything but ferocious. You'd think that joke would get old quickly, but the writers managed to find multiple scenarios to play around with Dave's occasional cowardice and penchant for sewing and cooking. The series worked primarily because Dave the Barbarian was such a likable lead, and they surrounded him with a funny set of characters. Chief among them was Fang the pet monkey. Oops. Sorry about that. Tress MacNeille voiced her with complete adoration for fighting and destroying everything in her path, and trying to get Dave to be more barbarian-like. We also have the usual teenage girl character seen in these sorts of animated sitcoms, as Princess Candy was far more interested in shoes and prom than being a barbarian ruler. Part of the joy of Dave the Barbarian is its sheer unpredictableness, and the way it would juxtapose Viking life with modern times. They even found clever ways to utilize the internet and making fun of the convenience that came from online shopping. It had almost a Jay Ward-like sensibility, as displayed through the art style and the sharp writing. Characters will even frequently open the script and comment on the action. One of the most notable characters is one we never even see, the narrator, who will occasionally interact with the leads. They even managed to get Jonathan Rhys-Davies to voice him.
As our tale begins, an evil plan is being concocted.
I shall create a bathroom that requires coins for operation, and I shall call it the Pay Toilet!
Sorry, wrong evil plan.
Wait, that's Jeff Bennett? All this time I thought it was Jonathan Rhys-Davies. Color me impressed. The other notable presence in the series is the recurring villain, the Dark Lord Chuckles the Silly Piggy. As voiced by Paul Rudd, and as evidenced by his name, he himself was self-aware of how ridiculous of a villain he was, even as he planned to kill off Dave the Barbarian. He's just so, hammy in his declarations, and that made him an hilarious foil for the Barbarian clan. As if the show could not get more meta, there was an entire 20-minute episode devoted entirely to Chuckles kidnapping the narrator and forcing him to have the show revolve around him instead. The script just gets wackier and more loony from there.
Oh, the mystic chains of encumbrance! Then come and grab you! Now that you are bound by the mystic chains, you must do as I command!
Yes, O Master.
Dave the Barbarian would continually break the rules in that fashion, which was a large reason for its popularity, however short-lived it was. They even managed to get Christopher Walken to voice a magical pony.
I'm sorry I haven't visited you for a while.
I've been so lonely in here. Such terrible thoughts one has, alone, in the dark.
I'm being told that's also Jeff Bennett. Wow, he might be one of the greatest voice actors and impressionists of all time, and I did not even realize it. Another excellent episode is Ned Frischman, Man of Tomorrow, which entails a Nebish from the future messing with the past for plans to take over the world. Richard Horvitz, whose voice you may recognize from Invader Zim, seems to delight in playing this somewhat deranged individual, and a lot of humor is gained out of these medieval Vikings becoming obsessed with a video game.
My plan is working! You need batteries! And I can provide them! For a price!
Another one of my favorites is an episode where Candy wants a ghost to haunt the castle because everyone else has one, and this snowballs into the creation of a holiday that still runs today. One of the silliest episodes has Dave transform into a werecow, and I won't spoil the insanity that happens as his family tries to fix it. The directors took a fast-paced approach to the comedy, yet without losing sight of the story, and the writers are able to mix fairly stupid gags with smart jokes. Dave the Barbarian seemed to have an audience, yet Disney seemed to ignore its existence in favor of the tween sitcoms that were gaining popularity at the time. If you missed Dave the Barbarian's original run, it's worth seeking out again. It would not have looked out of place among the more recent Disney animated series like Phineas and Ferb and Wanda Over Yonder. It had the similar charm and clever sense of humor about it. See you next time.